Hi friends, today we are going to look into Noah's flood and to see if you are prepared for it. In this video we will look into the significance of Noah's flood and how it can affect and pertain to us today. The possibility of the world judgment, how God sees us and the inhabitants of this earth, and what the earth is doing and what we as believers can do as well. Stay tuned and let's take a look. Well, we all remember the story of Noah's Ark. We can all read about it if you're very interested in the book of Genesis in the Bible. We also know that God will not send a flood any longer to us at this present day, because God promised that He will not flood the earth anymore. Instead, the earth will be burned down with fires, shaken with earthquakes, flooding and famine here and there, and in the end we will have a new heaven and a new earth. Like it says in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, but the same word, the heavens and earth that now exist are stored up for fire, being kept until the day of judgment and destruction of the ungodly. Also in Revelations it says, then I saw, Revelations 21 chapter and verse 1, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. It is interesting to note that according to the Jewish calendar, the month of Cheshvan, when Noah went into the ark, is actually starting the end of October into the 1st of November. So the exact day when the rain should start will be November 3rd. And do you see any significance of this day in our present time? I see this as a very spiritual significance, especially in our current time and our current events, especially November 3rd. So, I believe that Noah's Ark is like a church of Jesus. And it is a safe from the elements. It's a safe place to be. No matter what happens, it will survive. They have prepared inside the ark. They have food, they have water, provision. Everything inside the ark is safe and secure. Same in the church. Church is very secure in Jesus Christ. And God is their guiding light, and He Himself will close the door of the ark. I believe, or I think it's very interesting how it will fall on this specific day of November 3rd. And when the rain starts, it will come down for 40 days. The church needs to be prepared. And for the next 40 days of rain, no, not the rain of just everyday rain. No, it will be not a natural element. It will be something more on a spiritual level. So God will let something pour down that is not very pleasant. Something cold and wet. Something that we can leave will make us feel cold and uncomfortable. Just imagine what can happen in November that will make you feel like you're uncomfortable. You'll be seeing some events happening that possibly will trigger some kind of discomfort. So these are the last days to prepare. Do you have your boat, your ark ready and in order? On a bigger scale, it is the church, but on the small, our house family scale, it is our own household. And it can even mean your own person, your own self. Some people don't have a family and it's just them. So are you prepared to what is coming? Are you prepared mentally and physically? So we already discussed that there's a lot of things that can happen in November. We are quite aware of all the things that possibly can go wrong. All the things to do with election, with civil unrest, and all that can bring that. Not to mention all the natural disasters that we are seeing that's happening. We heard about many earthquakes that California is having, Washington, and it's actually earthquakes has been going on this whole month of October. A lot of increase of activity, a lot of hot spots, and just recently we had an earthquake in Alaska, or close to Alaska, and which triggered a tsunami alert. But so my point here is that in this month there's a lot of increase of earthquakes, a lot of hot spots. There's a lot of fires happening right now still in California and Montana and other places. So people are having to deal with a lot of natural disasters at this time, and which is not even November yet, but it's already, things are happening. People are have to worry about that. Also, don't want to forget the Yellowstone volcano. There was an increase in activity, and some people are worried that an earthquake in California can trigger a volcanic eruption in the Yellowstone. And Yellowstone is sitting right now in a few states, so it will trigger Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, all those states that are surrounding it. So I was saying, why is everything like this happening? So as in the days of Noah, so it will be in our days as well. The earth was corrupt and evil, full of violence in the days of Noah, and it is corrupt even now. Even more, it's still corrupt. As Noah did everything that God told him to do, we should do the same, be obedient, and we should be able to hear his voice just like Noah did. So as Noah did everything God told him to do, he built an ark, he put preparation inside the ark, and then God told him, go into the ark and I will send the rain for 40 days and 40 nights. This could be the same way for all of us as well. We will not be in the ark. We're still walking around doing everything we're supposed to do, but we will be like in the 40 days of rain, which would be something coming down around us, not like the physical rain like I was saying, but something in the atmosphere, something spiritual that we will all see and all feel, and we just have to be prepared and more aware of it. As long as we do everything that God tells us to do, we'll be safe. As long as we prepare our family and be more grateful, more aware of God, we'll be in a good position. So my last point here I wanted to make was for God will send rain on earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. So hopefully we can hear this word and we can get prepared, and we can be aware that no matter what, we are in God's care. He will take care of us. Do not fear.